My Wi-Fi was
News
turned
list.
dead.
Collections 8 of 9. L1R1 tab list. Marcos. Submenu. One thing. Wake up. I'm the hero here. No escape. Anything. Don't be trouble with. This isn't you. Set things. It's all connect. Finally free. Mid together. Surface tension. One thing at a show me. Roll like not a man. Healing the bad guy. Make your own master. A second. Science buddy. Hunt to live. Funky. Good men. The flames. Stake. Wings of new thread. It chose. Wake up. I'm the hero. No escape. Anything. Don't be trouble with. This is set. It's all finally together. Surface tension. Financial district.
No,
Vertical
no, no, no.
list. 1 of
No.
31. Status. Complete. We took care. One thing at a show me New York. Roll like we used to. Not on my watch. Amends. Heart. Healing the world. Bad guys on the block. Make your own. Master illusionist. A second chance. Science buddy. Hunt to live. Funky. Harlem. Good men. The flames have been lit. Stay positive. Wings of my own. New threads. It chose you. Up. Wake up. A storm. I'm the hero here. No escape. Harlem. Anything can be broken. Don't be scared. Trouble with Harry. This isn't you. Set things right. It's all connected. Finally free. Mid. Together. Astoria. Vertical. Surface tension. Financial district. Vertical lit. Together. Finally free. Midtown. Vertical list. 30 of 31. Status. Complete. Harry got away, but at least we know for sure where the meteorite is. Now we just need to make a plan. We'll save you, buddy. Together. Astoria. Surface tension. Financial district. Vertical list. 1 of 31. Status. Complete. We took care of Sandman. Together. Surface tension. Together. Finally free. Together. Astoria. Vertical list. 31 of 31. Status. Complete. We ended it. I'm so sorry, Harry. Square button. Replay. Circle button. Close. Replay. Replaying will.
At Peter's house, a map is spread on a table. Peter places a rock with two googly eyes on top of a red at.
Resume. Manual. Abandon. Photo. Controller layout. Settings. Settings. Setting. Photo mode. Abandon. Manual. Resume. Manual. Abandon. Photo mode. Controller layout. Settings. Skip cinematic. Vertical list. Skipping cinematic.
Accepts. With a wan smile, MJ adds her fist.
¿Vas a ir a verlo?
In Central Park, one side of a plaza is engulfed in a wall of symbiote tendrils. An ornate fountain stands before a tunnel entrance.
Yeah. Okay, I'm back.
Resume. Foot settings. Skip cinematic. Skipping.
Skip cinematic.
On the fountain, then leaps to a ledge beside.
Resume. Manual. Skip. Quit. Skip. Skipping.
Skip cinematic.
Resume. Manual. Skip cinematic. Skipping.
Okay, let's do this. Why I forgot this.
L2 button. Aim. Then R1 button. Fire sonic shot.
No. There has to be a way in.
I totally forgot we had this.
Shoot yellow growths to open hive doors. Sonic shots can be used on hive doors or to defeat symbiotes.
Whoever dropped these flares.
Collapses. She leaps toward a ledge, but loses her grip and falls when the ground trembles.
Let's do this.
What the hell? I'm coming!
Oh.
Just hang on!
L2 button. Aim. Then R1 button. Fire sonic shot.
Oscorp. Norman must have sent a team after Harry. Guess they left more than just flares.
Shoot sonic barrels to desymbiotize enemies nearby.
Good, not good. Looks like the meteorite's connected to the rest of the hive.
Triangle button. Take
Pulsing
meteor.
tendrils suspend the meteorite.
Just a normal rock.
It's redundant friendliness.
MJ grasps its jagged surface. A craggy swirl glows orange on its front. She tugs, but tendrils wriggle from the meteorite to slither around her wrists. MJ recoils and fires a sonic shot. The meteorite breaks free, and the towering tree of tendrils shivers above her. MJ scrambles to the jagged meteorite and stuffs it in her backpack. Lip curled in disgust, MJ shakes off a tendril that attempts to cling to her wrist. She puts on her backpack. The slightly too large meteorite peeks out of it.
They're gonna be all over me. Time to go.
Left stick up plus R2 button. Sprint.
Oh, crap! The meteorite. It feels alive. Gotta get out of here. They get this rock back. It's game over. Please let this lead somewhere good. The sky. Almost out of this hellhole. Looks like my exit's just past that chopper. Clear.
Triangle button. Climb to exit.
MJ ascends the ladder but looks up when the ground shakes. A symbiote behemoth bursts in, knocking MJ back.
You gotta be kidding me.
Left stick up plus R2 button. Sprint.
Big guy. I should crank up the volume. Symbiote.
Resume. Vertical list. 1 of 8. Cross button. Select. Circle button. Close. Resume. Vertical list. 1 of 8. Cross button. Select. Circle button. Close. Resume. Vertical list. 1 of 8. Cross button. Select. Circle button. Close.
Okay.
But I'm fast. Let's get the hell out of here.
Outside, Miles roundhouse kicks a symbiote in the face, then grapples another. MJ rushes out.
Time to go, Miles!
Miles throws the symbiote aside, then follows MJ as she sprints up the steps leading up to the bridge. Miles picks off more symbiotes as MJ mounts her bike.
Okay.
You ready?
MJ grits her teeth and nods. She speeds down the street. Miles swings close behind her. In downtown, Peter soars on his web wings as Venom chases him through the shadowy night.
Pretty sure your +1 isn't invited to our high school reunion, Harry!
Peter looks back.
Harry!
Venom collides with Peter and grapples him. They exchange blows as they tumble through the air. The two crash into a school gym. Table displays surround the center court, and a sign at one end of the room reads, "Work for Oscorp."
This is where we became best friends.
Yeah. It is.
And now it's where we become brothers.
Venom floods the gym with symbiote tendrils. They snake through the floor and break apart the walls, lifting the entire gym and the football field outside to suspend them high above the ground. Venom stands ready, tongue lolling out of their jaw.
Join us.
Please, remember everything we've been through!
Resume. Vertical list. 1 of 8. Cross button. Select. Circle button. Close.
Okay. Okay. This.
L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull.
Did you forget about Flash kicking our asses for 4 years?
We'll weep then.
But we had each other! What is she doing? Gotta stay off the ground!
Move to a new platform to avoid area damage. Down directional button. Heal.
Came over every single day after school! Even slept over after your mom got sick!
We couldn't feel like that.
L1 button. Parry. L1 button. Or jump. Cross button. Away from heavy attacks. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. Move to a new platform to avoid area damage. L1 button, R1 button. Hold, pull. Down directional button, heal.
When you lost her, that day on the football field, I was there. Always have been.
Till we got sick again.
Venom isn't vulnerable to us.
You abandoned us while we were fighting for our lives.
I was trying to save you.
Did feel like that to us. We're giving you a chance, Pete.
Move to a new platform to avoid area damage. Triangle button, circle button, finisher. Down directional button, heal. Triangle button, circle button, finisher. Down directional button, heal. Parry, L1 button,
Venom
or jump,
stumbles
cross
back.
button, away
Peter
from heavy
leaps up
attacks.
for another attack, but tendrils ensnare his wrists and ankles. As Peter dangles in the air, Venom ascends to him on a column of tendrils.
You want to join us?
Symbiote tendrils crawl over Peter's face.
We know it.
Tendrils occlude his spider suit, constricting him. But Peter thrusts them away with an anti-venom blast. Venom tumbles away as Peter falls free.
Why do you keep fighting us?
You're not giving me a choice. Symbiote's dropping in.
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
Not working.
Triangle button, circle button, finisher. Triangle button, circle button,
Free
finisher.
Harry with more anti-venom.
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. Use anti-venom abilities or surge to defeat enraged venom. Triangle button, circle button, finisher. Triangle button, circle button, finisher.
Brute force isn't working. Gotta be a better way. Now or never.
Down directional button, heal. Resume, vertical list, 1 of 8. Pause button, select, circle button, close.
Ma.
Pásame con Ana, por favor.
Ana? Hello? I'll be back.
Resume, vertical list, 1 of 8. Cross button, select, circle button, close. Resume, vertical list, 1 of 8. Cross button, select, circle button, close. Resume. Vertical list. 1 of 8. Cross button. Select. Circle button. Close.
I'm back. Okay.
We know what's best for you, for everyone. We gave you everything you ever wanted, and you threw us away.
I should have been better. I'm so sorry.
Then you replaced us with Miles. He poisoned you against us even more.
No! He saved me! Just like I'll save you!
Down directional button. Heal.
We've never been good enough for you or Dad.
It's messing with your head, Harry! You're my best friend!
Move to the platform to avoid area damage.
Trust us.
I trust you, Harry! Not that thing you're wearing!
We are not a thing.
Okay.
You're stronger than the
Down directional
symbiote,
button.
Harry!
Heal.
Fight it! More these
Triangle
guys?
button. Circle button. Finisher. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. Triangle button. Circle button.
That didn't
Finisher.
work.
Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher.
Okay. Boom.
Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher.
Boom.
L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher.
And boom.
L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher.
And
This anti-venom's gonna sting, Harry! He's down.
Use anti-venom abilities or surge to defeat enraged venom. Use anti-venom abilities or surge to defeat enraged venom.
Peter lands a heavy kick on Venom's chest. Venom leaps up after Peter and snatches him out of the air. They hold Peter by his neck while ascending on a column of tendrils.
It'll be over soon.
Peter attempts to channel anti-venom into their face, but
Resume. Manual save. Quit. Vert. Skips.
yanks his hand away.
Doesn't matter. Watch.
Resume. Manual. Skip cinematic. Settings. Skip cinematic. Vertical lift. Skip.
MJ races
Resume. Skip cinematic.
a sharp turn. She reaches the entrance
Resume. Manual. quit, settings, setting, quit, set, controller layout, settings, quit, controller, photo mode, abandon, manual save.
EMF and ditches her bike to roll to a stop on the sidewalk.
Let's get this to the accelerator!
With a heavy limp, MJ runs through the lobby. Miles webs up the entrance to barricade the symbiotes out.
Resume, manuals, photo, settings, skip cinematic, skip.
Venom hovers with their
Resume, manuals, controller, settings, vertical, controller layout, settings,
emerged wings.
You're not getting this rock, man!
Our future doesn't belong to you!
Trust me! Don't want your future!
Triangle button, web strike. Triangle button, circle button, finisher. Triangle button, circle button, finisher.
I made a promise, Harry, that I'd fight for you!
You don't care about us! You don't know us!
Venom isn't vulnerable to
Cool
us.
stuff to slow him down. I know you talked to your mom, just like I talked to my dad.
Directional button.
Remember? What's she saying right now?
That we are so close!
I'm not gonna let Pete down, Harry.
He'll understand. This is his dream, too.
Sorry, Harry. Heard enough about this nightmare. I'm waking you up. I'll do whatever it takes to get you away from that thing.
Down directional button, heal.
Get out of our way, Miles!
Down directional button, heal. Triangle button, web strike.
Venom recoils. They snatch Miles with coiled tendrils, but Miles manages to kick them back. Venom slides through an archway near MJ, where she inserts the meteorite into the particle accelerator.
Miles!
Having pushed himself backward, Miles is trapped under the rubble.
Peter doesn't need you anymore.
Venom charges MJ, grabbing her hands when she aims a sonic shot.
He has us now.
They toss MJ aside, then jam one claw
Resume, settings, skip cinema, skipping.
and both tumble into the infested atrium.
You're not doing this for Pete. You're doing this for yourself.
You're holding Pete back.
Down directional button, heal.
away from us!
Took him away! What the hell are you talking about?
Down directional button. Heal.
In the forest, we remember what you did.
Harry! Man, that's the symbiote talking, not you!
You were jealous. That's why you pushed us apart.
Maybe I was, but Pete wasn't Pete!
You think you're better than
Down
us,
directional button. Heal.
don't you?
This ain't about who's better! I just prefer you
Triangle
without the
button.
psycho
Circle
alien
button.
on!
Finisher.
Need to hit him with more blue sparks. Thought I clipped his wings! Let's end this!
Miles dodges and leaps to punch Venom, but they manage to snatch the much smaller Miles. Venom leaps high to slam Miles into the floor. As Miles writhes on the ground, Venom grabs the meteorite from the accelerator and holds it above Miles' head.
We gave you our chance.
They slam the meteorite down, and Miles barely catches their claws. MJ winds up a throw.
Allie!
Miles catches a sonic burst. He jams it in Venom's maw. The explosion peels back the black symbiote, exposing Harry's face just as Peter wobbles to his feet.
Harry!
Pete? The symbiote regrows over him. Venom picks up the meteorite, then regrows their fleshy wings to launch up through the atrium ceiling. Peter and Miles each shoot a web toward them, dangling behind their flight path like threads in a breeze. Venom shoots a cluster of tendrils at Miles, immobilizing his arms. Miles falls. Peter lunges toward Venom. Peter holds on.
Give me back my friend!
We are your friend.
Peter presses his hand to Venom's head to channel anti-venom. Venom's wings go still, and they plummet through the air with Peter holding fast.
What's happening? Just hang on, buddy! Please, no. Leave him alone.
With a mighty punch, Venom knocks Peter off, then grabs his ankle. Behind them, a helicopter hovers into view with Miles perched on its tail. Miles webs the meteorite, then pulls until it slips out of Venom's grip. Venom swipes wildly at Miles, freeing Peter.
Go, Miles!
Venom dives and Miles drops the meteorite when they collide. Venom roars in his face. Miles swing kicks their jaw. Peter and Miles wind up punches. They strike Venom in the face. Miles pushes off to dive toward the ground and catches the meteorite. At EMF, MJ fends off symbiotes in front of the accelerator. Miles dives in and jams the meteorite in it.
You ready to finish this?
Almost.
Miles leaps atop the accelerator. Electricity arcs over the machinery and through his body, intensifying at his touch. Overhead, Peter yanks on Venom's wings to redirect their flight. Peter and Venom trade blows as they tumble through the air. Venom smashes Peter through a tanker truck. But Peter manages to gain the upper hand as they crash land on a street. Peter crouches on Venom's chest and channels anti-venom onto their neck.
Fight, Harry! Fight! I can't. I'm done. You have to
Kill us.
Venom leaps toward a cathedral and scales it with their claws. Peter swings after. Venom perches on a cross and unfurls their wings. Venom dives toward EMF, but Peter grabs and holds them with white anti-venom tendrils.
Harry! Please!
Venom yanks apart the building Peter was anchored to and continues their flight. They crash onto the domed ceiling of EMF. Peter's suit mask recedes as he crouches on Venom's chest. He grips Venom's face, forcing the symbiote to recede slightly.
I'm done. Either way, Pete.
No. We still have time.
No, we don't. It'll kill them. And then it'll kill you.
In the atrium below, MJ continues shooting symbiotes as Miles powers up. Peter glances at them, then meets Harry's gaze.
Let's heal the world, Pete. Together.
The symbiote reclaims Harry, and Venom pulls apart the atrium dome beneath them. Venom and Peter fall. They both crash to the ground and debris buries Peter. Venom extends tendrils to snatch the meteorite, but Miles grabs and pulls at it with his webs. MJ turns to see Miles straining to maintain his grip. Venom reels in the meteorite. Just before it reaches their claws, MJ aims a charged sonic shot. Venom tumbles back. Symbiotes begin to overwhelm MJ as Peter struggles to lift the rubble off himself. Miles stuffs the meteorite into the accelerator and webs it in place.
We're in business!
A residual symbiote tendril on the meteorite surges out, pinning Miles to a wall. Harry manages to rip part of the symbiote away from his chest.
Now, Pete!
MJ shoots oncoming symbiotes, and tendrils swallow Miles' face. Peter kneels with a grimace.
Now!
Peter looks away as Harry writhes in agony.
MJ!
MJ hits a button, and the accelerator spools up. Peter keeps his hand pressed into Harry's chest, channeling anti-venom. Tendrils slither up Peter's arms as he grits his teeth. Peter squeezes his eyes shut, his face clenched in anguish. Shoulders heaving, Peter looks down. Harry lies freed from the symbiote, his eyes barely open. MJ catches sight of him. Harry manages to glance in her direction to meet her sorrowful eyes, but is unable to lift his head. Harry looks up at Peter and attempts a smile. With mournful eyes, Peter nods at his best friend.
I love you.
Harry presses his lips together to speak. His eyes drift closed. The particle accelerator explodes. A shockwave pulses out from the EMF building. It ripples through downtown, destroying the hive tendrils enveloping the densely packed buildings and streets. Swarms of symbiotes chase after civilians. As the shockwave washes over them, the symbiotes rupture, freeing dazed civilians who stumble to their feet. In the wreckage of EMF, sparks and flames spew from the particle accelerator. Debris lies scattered around the remains of the atrium, and small fires lick along its borders. Knocked on his back, Peter hurries to get on his feet. He surveys the room and sees Miles wincing as he pushes debris off of himself.
We did it!
Nearby, MJ pushes herself upright.
Yeah.
MJ gives a wan smile, but it dies when she sees the sadness in Peter's eyes. Peter rushes to where Harry lies motionless. He kneels, gently shaking Harry's chest. MJ dashes over to join him.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Miles stands but keeps his distance. MJ gently cradles Harry's head while Peter frantically rocks back and forth. MJ rubs Peter's back as they both look down at Harry's face. Their eyes are clenched with grief. Along Miles's hand, bioelectricity begins to spark.
Give me some room.
Peter and MJ look up as Miles approaches. Confused, they both scoot back.
I don't know if it's gonna work, but I gotta try.
Miles lowers his hand toward Harry's chest. Harry's body jolts. MJ and
New mic hit muted because feud up roll in new room.
Miles flexes his hands as he takes several breaths, then reaches toward Harry again. Miles zaps Harry's chest. Harry's eyes dart around before rolling back as he falls unconscious. Peter looks up at Miles.
Thank you. Gotta get to the hospital.
With a gentle swiftness, Peter gathers Harry in his arms and carries him away. Outside of the EMF building, an Oscorp helicopter arrives. Norman gazes anxiously out of its open side as an ambulance pulls up. With his mask on, Peter walks toward the ambulance with Harry in his arms. Peter slows, then falters. He drops to one knee as Miles arrives to help. EMTs rush out of the ambulance, deploying a gurney. Together, Miles and Peter lift Harry onto it. The helicopter touches down beside them, and they all shield their faces from the wind. Norman rushes out and jogs to where Harry lies on the gurney.
Harry.
Pulse is weak. We gotta move.
Norman's face clenches with rage as he looks at Peter.
What have you done? What have you done to him? I'm sorry. I'm coming with you, wait.
Norman clambers into the back of the ambulance where Harry lies with his hands on his chest. 2 EMTs close the doors. Peter's gaze is fixed on the ambulance. Miles stands with him and places a hand on his shoulder. MJ appears at his other side and takes his hand. Later, a doctor stands at Harry's bedside.
There are traces of brain activity, but his chances of coming back are very slim.
Norman touches Harry's pallid face with the back of his hand, then straightens.
Just keep him alive.
In Harry's lavish bedroom, Norman knits his brow as he looks down at his son. MJ and Peter sit on nearby couches, both wearing street clothes. They fidget with their hands in their laps. Harry's cane leans against the end of the hospital bed. As the doctor leaves the bedroom, Norman picks it up and turns it over in his hands. He walks to a nearby window with a view of the city. He swings the cane at the glass. Peter and MJ bolt to their feet and shuffle toward the door. Norman's lips curl in a snarl as he smashes the cane against a desk. Peter glances back as he leaves the room.
Why?
Norman tips his head back toward the ceiling, then he drops the cane. He looks at Harry with a deeply furrowed brow, and his expression softens. Norman's lips flutter as he leans heavily against the hospital bed. He pulls out his phone.
Get the G-Serum ready. ASAP.
Norman's eyes never leave Harry as he hangs up and pockets his phone. He leans in close, gently touching his son's face. His brow furrows deeply as he looks at Harry's closed eyes.
For the last few years, tragedy has tried to tear the city apart. But we somehow kept going. We battled sickness, evil, cataclysm.
Magile phone new game plus later.
We are tired, anxious, stressed, numb. But we have never lost hope. The city needs to heal. We're all ready to return to normal, but what is normal? What if it no longer exists?
In Peter's house, MJ sits before a laptop.
Over the last half hour, I've talked about how these events have changed me. But what about you? In this ongoing series, I will be talking with people throughout the city, exploring our new behaviors, new routines, new thoughts and feelings. I hope you'll join me on this journey.
She gives a slight smile.
This has been Mary Jane Watson, and you're listening to The New Normal.
MJ publishes the podcast. A co-signed mortgage application sits nearby. In the kitchen, Peter flips a wheat cake. Haley and Miles sit across the dining table from Rio and Genki.
So, what's the difference between wheat cakes, pancakes, and flapjacks?
Episode 1, done.
Nice.
I don't know.
Ooh, are these good to go?
In a minute, I want to show you something first.
Okay.
It has molasses in it.
Oh.
Yum, I'll take those.
MJ hands off a plate of wheat cakes to Rio. She returns to the table and they all continue conversing as Peter leads MJ outside with a smile. Outside, a feast worker loads boxes into the back of a truck. She looks up as Peter and MJ walk along their front porch.
Thanks again for the donation, Peter.
Peter waves. The partially destroyed front wall of the house is covered in tarps and plywood. Peter hops down over a damaged portion of the front porch, then offers MJ his hand to help her down. MJ grins as she accepts it. Together, they walk up the driveway toward the garage as the feast truck drives off. Peter lifts the manual garage door open. He wears a sheepish smile and sets down his phone as MJ grins at the small room.
Oh, Pete.
A huge whiteboard on the back wall has the words, Emily May Foundation, written in dry erase marker. Photos adorn shelves along another wall, including one of Peter posing with Aunt May and another of Emily. They both look down at Peter's phone. An FNSM notification is requesting Spider-Man's help. Peter shifts from foot to foot but grabs MJ's hand instead. She beams up at him.
Have you talked to Miles about?
Not yet.
Peter shifts and blinks nervously. Miles lands in the driveway, his mask in hand.
You ready? Miles.
MJ gently pushes Peter forward.
I've been meaning to talk to you about something. I mean, I have been talking to you all the time. It's great to talk. So many good talks. I just haven't been talking to you about what I should have been talking to you about.
Pete.
Wait, let me start again.
I got this.
With an easy smile, Miles sweeps his hand toward the neighborhood.
All of it. Go be Peter Parker for a while.
He playfully punches Peter's shoulder.
Are you sure? It's a big city.
I can handle it. As long as I can still call you for advice.
You don't need it.
They embrace tightly. MJ watches with a wide grin.
Maybe not now, but there'll come a time.
I'm here for you. Always.
Big bro.
They fist bump. Miles shakes MJ's hand.
See you.
Miles dons his mask and swings off. Peter's smile turns slightly sad as he watches him go. MJ takes his hand. They stand side by side in the driveway. Peter turns to MJ and pulls her in close with a hand around her waist. They press their lips together for a long moment. MJ gently cups the back of Peter's neck, and they gaze into each other's eyes. They both smile. Sunlight streams over Emily's white hawthorn tree planted in the front yard. A cluster of May blossoms encircles it.
Circle button, skip. Circle button, skip.
In a long, dark hallway, a pair of shiny black dress shoes stride past. Norman Osborn enters a row of cells at the Raft prison, wearing a pinstripe black suit and green dress shirt. He stops before the first cell, his face drawn. Norman gazes through floor-to-ceiling glass to see an inmate in an orange jumpsuit. Their hand trembles while attempting to write in a small book.
What do you want?
Norman shifts his shoulders and blinks.
The Spider-Men. You know who they are, don't you?
Why?
Norman shakes his head and his lips flutter slightly.
They ruined my son.
The inmate, Dr. Otto Octavius, closes his book and stands. Octavius is a portly white man with square glasses and a receding hairline. He faces Norman and approaches the glass.
Good. We all have to experience loss. Even you, Norman.
Octavius scowls, his eyes sharp under a heavy brow. Norman glances at the book tucked under his arm.
What are you writing?
Octavius holds the book in both hands, then fixes Norman with a piercing stare.
The final chapter.
trade a day with a flick of the wrist. Work together, give each other assists. You don't see me coming, I'm a plot twist. Senses are tingling, we find a villain and get the tag team and them leave if they take it for what I'm believing in. I know my destiny greater than this. We got a bond that no evil can break forever, my bro. At the end of the day, this bigger than us, we got too much at stake. I'm good by myself, but together we great. Putting my life on the line for the citizens. See all the angles I'm weaving and pivoting. Then I'm drop kicking a criminal idiot. I recognize the playground that the city is. Feel like a jungle gym, feel like I'm juggling. Sky full of turbulence, street keep on rumbling. But I ain't worried about nothing. As long as it's me and my buddy, we ain't gonna be struggling. Now you take the left and I take the right. We taking the chances and rolling the dice. Sticking with you like your uncle's advice. Trusting my instincts, I'm not thinking twice. I know my enemy's not gonna play nice, so I'ma give it my all every time. Let go of fear, it's just all in your mind. Surprise what you find if you just look inside. Carve the DM, now you on the night, but you gotta decide to fight or to fly. You doing what's right, it's bigger than pride. Really no limit when friends by your side.
My senses bouncing off a wall, evil lurking every day. Yeah, I don't ever need to call, I can feel it right away. Slim chance to beat the odds, but I always find a way. You were never just a nobody, go get him, tiger, swing it up in the way.
Circle button. Skip.
In their apartment, Miles sets the table as Rio cooks in the kitchen. Miles wears a collared sage green shirt layered over white sleeves. Miles goes to the front door. He dusts off his sleeves, then straightens before opening it. Haley stands in the doorway wearing a sweater with a checkerboard pattern in contrasting shades of pink. A purple collar necklace rests over top. She smiles as she enters.
Haley, hi. Hope you're hungry.
Starving.
Food's almost ready. Why don't you go show her your essay? He worked so hard on it.
Rio makes a shooing motion. Miles wears a bemused smile as he leads Haley down the hall. Miles's room is slightly cluttered with books and papers. A basketball hoop hangs on a wall, and notes are pinned to a corkboard. Miles motions to his laptop, but Haley remains focused on him.
So, what's this about?
Some guy in Harlem. Probably seen him volunteering in the city, helping out his city council mom, and trying to live up to his hero dad.
I like that vision of that person.
Yeah.
Haley's eyes breeze over the laptop screen and settle on a nearby mannequin with Miles' spider suit. Over its shoulders hangs the black and white striped scarf she gave him.
You're not wearing your suit?
Yeah.
Haley walks over to it. A soft smile blooms on her lips as she removes the scarf. Miles grins nervously as she walks up to him, then bows his head so Haley can drape the scarf over his neck. Her hands linger on it, trailing the fabric over Miles's chest. Miles closes his eyes and takes a deep breath before looking at Haley with a smile. Haley pulls on the scarf to draw Miles in for a kiss. Miles jolts away, his posture stiff as a board. Haley shakes her head slightly. In the entryway, Rio adjusts her hair. She smiles as Haley and Miles stand behind her. Rio opens the door to an Asian man wearing a blazer.
Hi. Miles, Haley, this is Albert.
She fingerspells.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Oh, and this is my daughter, Cindy.
Cindy gives a hesitant, fluttering wave.
Together, complete. Congratulations, you have finished the main story, but both Peter and Miles are still available to continue the adventure. You can also revisit previously completed missions with Mission Replay in the pause menu. Or start a fresh adventure with Ultimate Difficulty or New Game Plus. Good luck, hero, cross button, continue.
Break time's over.
L2 button. Hold, A. Crime reported, assault. Unidentified target, Hunter drones, not Upper West Side, Hell's Kitchen, Midtown, Hell's Kitchen, Midtown, District Progress, Greenwich, Hell, Midtown, District, Midtown, unidentified target, Upper East Side, Upper East Side, District Progress, Upper East Side, everyone's a critic, Mysterium, best score, Upper East Side, Midtown, District Progress, 61%, next, Greenwich, Financial District, District Progress, Howard, Financial District, District Progress, 52%, down, William, Chinatown, District Progress, unidentified, fight on time, Chinatown, Midtown, District Progress, 61, Hell's Kitchen, District Progress, 11%, next reward, 2, rare, Upper West Side, Upper West Side, Arsenal Blind, Hunter Blind, 1, Upper West Side, District Progress, unidentified target, Upper West, Arsenal Blind, Hunter Blind, fast travel, Arsenal Blind, unidentified target, Arsenal Blind, Hunter Blind, 1, Upper West, Arsenal Blind, Hunter Blind, 1, Up, Harlem, District Progress, Motorpool Blind, Hunter Blind, 1,000, XP, rewards, 5. R3 button, cancel tracking. Triangle button, web strike takedown.
Where did that come from?
Probably a rat.
Uh-huh.
Triangle
Keeping
button,
another
web
Harlem
strike
rooftop
takedown.
hostage, I see.
Triangle button, circle button, finisher.
Oh, great. Reinforcements.
Strong attack!
Can I find some
Press L3 button to perch near ledge.
Base here?
Left stick, target select. Triangle button, examine Talon drone.
Don't mind me, just having a look around.
Move the cursor to find hidden vulnerabilities. 0 of. Resume. Leave. Skip. Settings. Skip activity. Skip activity. Complete. Move the cursor to find hidden vulnerabilities. Complete one more blind to reveal the base. Move the cursor. Keep exploring the district to find the last blind. Motorpool blind. Complete. Rewards. 5. Rare tech parts.
Maybe at the next blind.
150. Tech parts. 1,000. XP. Harlem. Progress. 69%. Left stick. Target select. %U, blinds detect, Harlem, District Progress, Upper West Side, Harlem, District Progress, 69%. Next reward, custom waypoint remove, Upper West Side, Upper West Side, unidentified Arsenal Blind, Hunter, fast travel, Arsenal Blind, unidentified, Arsenal Blind, Hunter Blind, fast travel, Arsenal Blind, Upper West Side, District Progress. L2 button, plus, R2 button, zip to wall. Triangle button, create web line. L2 button. Hold, A. Crime reported, Hunter Patrol. Triangle button. Web strike takedown.
Looks like they're hunting for something. Better put a stop
Triangle
to
button. Web strike takedown. Bonus objective. Web yank enemies. 0 of 3. Triangle button. Web strike takedown. Bonus objective. Web yank enemies.
All
0
pets belong
of
on
3.
a leash, especially
Triangle
these.
button. Circle button. Finisher. Bonus objective. Web yank enemies. 0 of 3. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Bonus objective. Web yank enemies. 0 of 3. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Down directional button. Heal. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Bonus objective. Web yank enemies. 0 of 3. The beast pulse attack will disable your abilities. Bonus objective. Web yank enemies. 1 of 3. Triangle button. Circle
Symbiote's
button.
dropping in.
Finisher. Bonus
Big boy
objective.
coming
Web
in
yank enemies.
with
2
friends.
of 3. Triangle button. Circle button. Down directional button. Heal. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Bonus objective. Web yank en- Down directional button. Heal. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Bonus objective. Web yank enemies. Hunter patrol. Crime stop.
That's all of
Rewards,
them.
120.
I'm
Tech
so
parts.
tired.
520. XP. Upper West Side. Progress. 28%. L2 button, plus, R2 button, zip to wall. Triangle button, examine Talon drone.
What do you know that I don't?
Move the cursor to find the comm center. Left, resume, quit, resume, quit, settings, controller setting, quit, resume, setting, quit, vertical, set, controller layout, resume, control, settings, quit. Move the cursor to find the
map of
comm
a
center.
base.
Left stick, move cursor,
I can dig
L1
around
button,
to see what's
R1
waiting
button,
for me there.
rotate, R2 button, L2 button, zoom. Resume, skip, controller layout, skip back, skip, complete.
take out the
Move the
base's
cursor to find the
relay.
comm center.
The hunters there won't be able to call for reinforcements.
Complete
Looks
2 more
like
blinds to
you've been
reveal the
2 other
base.
blinds.
Arsenal blind, complete. Rewards, 5. Rare tech parts,
Maybe if I explore the
150.
rest of
Tech
the
parts,
blinds,
1,000.
I'll
XP.
find myself a base.
Upper West Side, progress, 39%. Map, 1 of 9. L1, unidentified target. Arsenal blind, hunter blind. Fast travel unavailable. Complete arsenal blind. Triangle button, create web line. Triangle button, create web line.
After what went down with those
Unidentified target. Hunter drones. 900. Arsenal blind. Hunter R3 button. Cancel tracking. Triangle button, web strike takedown. Down directional button, heal. Triangle button, web strike takedown. Down directional button, heal. Triangle button, circle button, finisher. L1 button, parry. directional button. Heal.
He's above us.
Triangle button, circle button, finisher. Triangle button, circle button, finisher. Square button, circle button, dodge under legs. Down directional button, heal.
More of you? Who hit the reinforcements button?
Down directional button, heal. Triangle button, circle button, finisher. Triangle button, circle button, finisher. L1 button, parry.
That hurt!
Time to snoop for some info.
Press L3 button to perch near ledge. Triangle button. Examine Talon drone.
This little birdie tell me.
Move the cursor to find hidden vulnerabilities. 0 of 3.
what
Objects
else this
found.
base
Left
has
stick.
going on.
Move cursor. L1 button. R1 button. Rotate. R2 button. L2 button. Zoom. Move the cursor to find hidden vulnerabilities. 0 of. Resume. Leave active. Controller lay. Skip back. Skip. Complete
like
one
a
more blind to
supply
reveal the
room full of
base.
weapons.
Complete. Move the cursor to find
Shame
hidden
if some
vulnerabilities.
Spider-Man webbed them up.
Keep exploring the district to find the last blind. Arsenal blind. Complete.
blinds down.
Rewards. 5. Rare tech
me find
parts.
the base location of the next
150.
one.
Tech parts. 1000. XP. Upper West Side. Progress. 51%. Rewards. Fast travel. Percent U. Blinds detected. L3 button. Focus on player. Upper West. Unidentified. Upper West Side. Hell's Kitchen. Upper West Side. Central Park. Unidentified target. Upper West Side. District progress. Hell's Kitchen. District progress. 11. Upper West Side. Percent. Upper West Side. Unidentified target. Hunter drones. 900. XP. Rewards. 4. Rare tech parts. L3 button. Unidentified target. Hunter drones. L2 button, plus, R2 button, zip to wall, L2 button, hold, A. L2 button, hold, A. R3 button, cancel tracking. L2 button, hold, A. Triangle button, start ace. L2 button, hold, triangle button, L2 button. FNSM alert. You cannot switch characters right now. FNSM BV Club. Triangle button. Start Ace. FNSM alert. You can FNSM requests. BV Club. Resume. Restart last checkpoint. Manual save. Abandon challenge. Vertical list. Abandon. Triangle button. Start Ace. L2 button. FNSM requests. Vertical list. Alert. You cannot switch. FNSM request. BV Club fair. Triangle button. Start Ace.
Panels slide away to reveal a satellite, which unfolds its emitter. A Talon drone appears.
Here we go!
Left stick.
The data
Avoid
should give me
obstacles.
more info about Kraven's targets.
Stay in Slipstream to download data from Talon drone.
50% to go. Download should be done soon. That's all the
Triangle button.
data.
Red wings.
Time to take this bird down. Now, let's see who this roid rage city pigeon was after.
Analyzing. Name: Elaine Mattoon Jordan. Date of birth: September 8th, 1991. Job: AI engineer. Status: alive.
Why was
SSN:
Craven hunting an engineer?
6201399127.
This drone
Corrupted.
won't be bothering her anymore. Gotta take out the rest.
Unidentified target. Complete. Rewards: 4. Rare tech parts. 900 XP. Upper West Side. Progress: 58%. Map 1 of 9. Arsenal blind. Hunter blind. 1000 XP. Rewards: 5. Rare tech parts. 150. Hold. Triangle button.
Time to
Examine
dig
Talon
deep.
drone. Move the cursor to locate the base. Left stick. Move cursor. Resume. Leave. Skip activity. Skip act complete. Move the cursor.
A
Upper
base
West
at the
Arsenal
abandoned
revealed.
hotel?
Move the cursor to locate the base.
Gonna get some unexpected room service.
Arsenal blind. Complete. Rewards: 5. Rare tech parts.
Time to head to that hotel.
150 tech parts.
No need to book a room
1000
online,
XP.
right?
Upper West Side. Progress: 70%. Map 1 of 9. L1R1 Arsenal. Hunter base. 1500 XP. Reward. Base sub-objectives. Disable
Welcome
communications
to the Hunter
console.
Hotel.
Deactivate Hunter base
all the
sub-objectives.
rooms
Disable
jungle-themed?
communications console.
I don't
Deactivate
think
Hunter
they're
base
smart about
sub-objectives.
branding.
Disable communications
The
console.
blinds tell us they
Deactivate
turned
Hunter
the
lasers.
building into
Base
a weapons
sub-objectives.
depot.
Disable communications
for
console.
housekeeping.
Deactivate
Clean
Hunter
this place
lasers.
up.
0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate Hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate Hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate Hunter lasers. 0 of 4. L2 button plus R2 button. Zip to vent. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate Hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate base sub-objectives. Disable base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate Hunter lasers. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate Hunter lasers. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate Hunter lasers. 0 of base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate Hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate Hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications
Don't you all have
console.
something
Deactivate
better to
Hunter
do?
lasers. 0 of 4. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. Left stick. Target select. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Triangle button. Circle base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Triangle button. Base sub-objectives. Disable base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Triangle base sub-objectives. Disable communications base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull.
That's you, Spider!
Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Left stick. Target select. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Left stick. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Left stick. Target select. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Press L3 button to perch near a wedge. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate base sub-objectives. Disable communications. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Triangle button. Create web line. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter laser. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. Z. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. Z. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Resume. Restart lab.
Time to finish what I started.
Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Resume. Restart.
Back to shut this base down.
Triangle button. Web strike takedown. Triangle button.
Don't worry.
Web strike takedown.
Plenty of web to go around.
Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4.
More of you! But I'm only one spider!
Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. L1 button. R1 button. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Resume. Restart.
Back to shut this base down.
Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. L2 button. Plus. R2 button. Zip to vent.
Yes, they know I'm here.
Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Down directional button. Heal. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4.
Got some unfinished business here.
Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console.
Time to get rid of these hunters for good.
Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter laser. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Yank. L1 button. R1 button. The battery to disable the lasers.
Yes, they know I'm here.
Yank. L1 button. R1 button. The battery to disable the lasers. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Yank. L1 button. R1 button. The battery to disable the lasers. Yank. L1 button. R1 button. The battery to disable the lasers. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Yank. L1 button. R1 button. The battery to disable the lasers. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Base sub-objectives. Disable Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Down directional button. Heal. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications. Down directional button. Heal. Base sub-objectives. Down directional button. Heal. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull.
Grenade out!
Left stick. Target select.
Opening fire!
Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. Left stick. Target select. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. Base sub-objectives. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 0 of 4. L1 button, R1 button, base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 0. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 0 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of base sub-objectives, disable communications console, base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter laser, base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter, base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of. Base sub-objectives, disable base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Press L3 button to perch near ledge. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Press L3 button to perch near ledge. Base sub-objectives, disable communications console, deactivate hunter lasers, 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 1 of 4. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 1 of 4. L2 button plus R2 button. Zip to wall. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 1 of 4. L2 button plus R2. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter laser. Base sub-objectives. Disable communications console. Deactivate hunter lasers. 1 of 4. L2 button plus R2 button. Zip to wall.
You know what, I am going yo finish this later, I can't do very well Rui now.
Goodbye, and also subscribe. Also, bye, and follow. Bye.